Hey guys, welcome to Excel tutorial channel again and another episode of statistical function and formulas in Excel. So before starting this video, I want to apologize to uploading so late because we were caught up in development part of our project, which is exceltutorial.net, where we are uploading and creating a website where you can watch and learn and download all the related Excel files with it, such that it will be easier for you to learn in a systematic way. So we have created a website, exceltutorial.net. You can log on to it, but it's still in the development phase because the videos are fewer than this channel, and we are actually reaching out to other creators of Excel to contribute to this project. So keep that topic aside, but let's start what we are going to learn in this video. So we are going to learn average in Excel. So we are going to find average using different functions like average, AVERAGEA, AVERAGEIF, and we will cover some more concepts like average of top 3 players, or you can say top 3 product, and where we will also calculate the weighted average in this video. So you are going to learn so much in this video and cover so much topics. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do it, because you are going to learn so much about Excel in detail in upcoming days, months and years. So let's get started. So we have a demo sheet here, which we have also covered in our overview video of statistical function. So we have a name of our employees and a product code, which is ABCD, and these are the sales incurred by these employees. So you must be wondering what are these NA false true, but you're gonna find out in upcoming minutes, and we are going to clear all the doubts relating to this particular text strings. So in first part of video, let's understand what is average. Average is the number you get when you add two or more figures together and then divide the total by the number of figures you added. Okay, suppose you have scored 20 out of 20 in 3 subjects, so you have a total number of 60, but if you want to find out average of 3 subjects, so 60 should be divided by 3 and there will be average of 20. Okay, so if you know a little about average, so you can do it without the help of an average function, right? Suppose there is nothing called, or you can say no average function exists in our real world. So just imagine. So in the first part of the video, we are going to find average of product D without using the average function. Okay, suppose there's nothing called average function in Excel. Just suppose, I know it's very lame scenario, but just imagine it, and you need to find the average of product D. So we have a multiple entries of product D, sales incurred by these employees. So we have a 17 number of sales here, so we got the count number, right? But we can take the help of some helper functions like sum and count function to do it instantly, because these are just the 17 entries, but you may have entries in 1000 number, right? Then in the first part, we need to sum these all values up, right? To sum these values up, we have a function called sum, right? So we need to divide that sum by the count of these sales. So we have selected E2 to E18 cell, so we need to divide this sum by the total number of values, or you can say total number of sales, or you can say total number of employees who incurred the sales of this product. So we just select that like that, and to do that we need to enter a count function. So we add the count function here, just select the same cells and close it down, and let's see if we get the answer. Yes, we get the answer of 61.64, right? So that's how you can calculate without the help of average function, but with the average it gets very straightforward and easy. So let's get started with the help of average function. So it's very straightforward, as you can see. To calculate the average, you just need to select the number 1, number 2, number 3 here, and you just select this down, and there you get the answer, which is the same. So hope you understand how you can use average function. But let's get deeper. Okay, suppose we have a range to E2 to 18, and just get the idea, like you have a new employee came in and he incurred a sale of, let's say, 50. Okay, and you don't want to add into this particular table, or you don't want to add any selector range or a cell number, then you can also add another number just typing 50 like this. Okay, so here you will get the average of this E2 to 18 plus 50, and the number of employees, or you can say number of count of these values, will be the 18, because this is the 17, and if we add one more number it will be the 18. So let's see if we can find the answer. So yes, we get the answer of 61, which is the average of product D by 18 employees, and the 18th employee incurred the 50th sale. So hope you understand, you can add any number to this range, and or you can say add more number to this function in this formula. So that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, and in the next part you need to understand one thing about average function. So in the next scenario, average function ignores true or false values, okay, any logical values, any empty cells, and any cells that contain text. Okay, just keep in mind, average function ignores any logical value which is either 0 or 1. Okay, so 0 implies false and 1 implies true, so it ignores all the zeros and 1, or you can say true or false, and any empty cells and cells that contain text. It doesn't ignore 0 and 1, but it, in the Excel language, 0 means false, 1 means true. Okay, so if someone have typed out like 0 here and the 1 here, so it will get count. Okay, so it just ignores true or false, or you can say logical values, any empty cell, and cells that contain text. So in the next part we have a average of product B. As you can see, in the average of product B we have a cell that contains NA here. Okay, so NA is, which is not applicable to Pietro here for the sales of B product. So let's see if we can find average of product B without any error here. So let's just input average here and close it down. So yes, we get the answer, which is 57.875. okay, so hope you understand how this average function works and what are the condition where average function works. And let's move on to next part, which is average A function in Excel. So average A function also returns the same, but there is a difference between the average and average A. So however, as I said earlier, false is equal to 0 and true is equal to 1. So average A doesn't ignore these logical values. Okay, like average function ignores the true or false, but average A function does not ignore it, but it just transforms that data like false to 0 and true to 1. Okay, I know it may be confusing for you right now because it's just a theoretical knowledge. Let's just imply with the example here. So we have an average of C with the average function. So let's find out with the help of average function, and then we will deal with the average A to find out the difference between the both. So we have average function open up, and here the C column. Let's just select it. So yes, we got the answer, but it ignored false and true like I have said earlier. Okay, and to contradict the same, if your data has a true or false value which implies the 0 and the 1, like you doesn't know the sales of Farrell of C product, right, and you just included the true, it will be counted as a 1. But if you have a scenario something like this, then you can use the average A function. And there's also scenario like Dunstan does not incur any sale, but it should be a 0. Okay, and that's why the false will be the 0. So it does count it as a valid number, or you can say valid cell in while counting the average. So here we have an average of C with the average A. So let's just select the same cell, close down the parentheses. So yes, we got the lower average because we have a Dunstans who didn't occur any sale, and we have a Farrell who may have incurred any sale, but we don't know the data yet, so we just enter the true part. So you must be wondering how to check if this average is true, okay, or this average is true. Okay, so to check this average is true, let's just convert this false to 0, right, and this true to 1. So see, so you will get the same answer with the help of average function. If there's a false value, just put it a 0 there, and if there's a true value, just put it a 1 to cross check if average a function performs the same. Hope you understand how to calculate average using average function, and where to apply average a or where to apply average function, and the difference between the both. So moving forward, we have another concept which is called average top 3. Okay, so we need to find the average of top 3 of D. So there are many top 3 contenders here, as we can analyze by watching it. There's a 93 here, and there's a 88 here, and there's a Agnes who also incurred the 88. But if you have a thousands of data, you just want to find out the top 3 sales and the average of top 3, then you have to use the helper function like large. If you haven't aware of this function, you can watch the statistical overview video where we have done the same. So what does large function do? Just large function finds the largest number. Okay, so let's just open up the largest number. So let's see what are the largest number of sales or product D. Let's find out. There you go. And in the next part, the k component, or you can say the k argument here, implies which largest number you want. You want the toppest largest number, or you want the third largest number, or you want the second largest number. For this concept, let's just find the largest number here with the help of 1, like that, and just close down the parenthesis. So let's see. So yes, we have got the largest sale number, which is 93, incurred by who? Incurred by Gary here. Okay, so we need top 3 largest numbers. Okay, and to find the top 3 largest number, we need to add an array to this k argument. How to add an array? You just open up the curly bracket, type first largest number, second largest number, third largest number, close down that bracket, and just click enter. So you got the 3 top players who have incurred the sales of 93, 88 and 88. So that's how you can get the top 3 largest sales number, like that. Okay, and now we need to find the average of these 3 numbers, and to find the average of these 3 numbers, you need to wrap this all formula with average function. So here you have wrapped the large function here with the help of average, and just close it down and click enter. So yes, you have got the average of top 3 of D, which is 89.66. So hope you get how to find the average of top 3 in Excel using this formula. So now we are moving forward to the next concept, which is called average if. So you can see the if is added to average, so it's a logical function. So in this part, or you can say in this concept, we need to calculate the average of B here. Like in the demo, we have a different product and a different sales number of each product, and there's a repetition of the products like BB, AA, and we have a double N here. So we need to find the average of B here. If you have a repetitive transaction names and you want to find a transaction on the basis of some product code, or you can say the employee name, or if you have something like to find average of some students scores, so you can do that easily with the help of average if there's a logical statement to it. So we have a logical statement because we have a repetition of B sales here in our table. So we have a repetition here, so we need to find the average of B with the selection of these cells. So let's get started. So average if. So in first range argument, we need to select where B is. So B is in between the A2 to A9. So the criteria. So criteria part is we need to find where B lies in this particular range, which is A2 to A9. So to select the B, we need to add in between the quote and end quote like this. And in the next part, the average range. So average range is the sales number, which is actually very straightforward. Just close down the parenthesis. So there you go, you get the idea. So there you go, you get the answer, which is 60.33, which is the average of B in this particular range. So you get the idea how to calculate a logical average in Excel using average if, but we will dig deeper with the help of this and average ifs, which is the multiple criteria, in upcoming videos. So you need to subscribe to this channel and keep following to these videos such that you can polish your Excel skill efficiently. So now we are moving to the next concept, which is called the weighted average. So Here we have a data Amar's card, and we have a different score and we have a different weight. So you must be wondering what is weighted average, right? So weighted average is a calculation that takes into account various degrees of importance of the numbers in a data set. Okay, I know this may sound confusing. Suppose we have here Amar's card, which is Viva, pre and final, and to assess Amar's average we have a different weight to the scores. So what are this weight? Weight is actually implies the importance of this score. So here we have a Viva, which is importance is 60 to 60, because we have a 1 here and we have a score of 60. So it just implies it has the 100% of importance. Okay, and now we have a pre-exam, like you have exam and you have a pre-exam. So what are the importance of pre-exam in Amar's class? So pre-exams importance is double here, so weight is double, which is actually mean the 200%. So pre-exams weight is 200% here, or you can say the double here. And there's a final exam. So in final exam Amar scored 90. Okay, and the weight of final exam is 3, which is actually means weight of final exam is actually 300% of whatever the score is. So hope you understand. So actual score will be the 60 like this, right, and 140 like this, and 270. How I get that? We just multiply 60 into 1, 70 into 2, and 90 into 3. So that's how we calculated the total marks. Let's just sum it up. There you go. Amar actually scored 470 according to the weightage marks. So now you must be wondering where the weighted average is. See, this can be very easy with the help of a simpler calculation like this. And to find the weightage, we need to divide this by sum of weight here. Okay, so sum of weight will be this. Just divide by that, and there you go. You get the average, weighted average here, which is 78.33 here. Let me just enter like this. So what if I tell you can perform same calculation with the different method without going into this particular step? Okay, or I can say there's a shorter version to calculate weighted average with the help of sum product function and sum function. Okay, sum product. What is a sum product? If you haven't watched the sum product video, please do it. I can leave the link in the description box because we have done it in previous year. So I won't get deep into sum product. Let me just say it will calculate the sum of the product which we mentioned in our range. So there is a product means the multiplication, which is 60 into 160. So this is our product calculation here, and this way, and to sum it up we will get the sum product. Okay, and we can just perform calculation of weighted average with the help of sum product. Let's just add using sum product. So what will be the formula is, we just open our formula with the sum product. So just like our formula using sum, so we just add the sum product here. We need to select array 1 and array 2. Okay, so for the array 1 we need to select the scores, which will be our first contender for our product and sum, and for the next array we will just select the weight range here and just close it down. So it will automatically create, or you can say automatically calculate product of this particular values and sum it up with the help of this function. And now divide this sum product by sum of weight here. So that's actually the basic formula of sum weighted average. There you go, close the parenthesis. So you can cross check, it's the same answer which we have got using sum. So here we have got using sum product. So there's actually a different method, so you can choose any method however you like, but in my opinion sum product is easier as compared to sum, because we have just 3 criteria here, but you may have entries of weightage numbers in thousands, so you won't want to multiply first and then add it later and then just divide it by the sum of weight. So you can easily use with the help of this particular function. So hope you understand different scenarios of average in this video. So if you have learned something, please click the like button. If you want to ask some questions, you have a comment box with you, and if you want to follow along all the videos, you can just log on to exceltutorial.net. We have created different playlists by now, but we are going to develop more and more website for which will be easier for you, and you can learn side by side with it. So please do subscribe to this channel and like this video, share this video to your friends. So see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.